Children, this lesson is of class 7 for the subject of mathematics, topic fundamental concepts of algebra, which is covered in chapter 1 of algebra, page A3 of your textbook. It is submitted to you on 17th November 2020. Students, in this chapter we will discuss some basic concepts of algebra and the terms of algebra. Let us discuss first what are the variables and constants. Variable. Students, as you have already done in the previous class, that variables in algebra are the letters like x, y, z, a, b, c, any letter that is used to represent the unknown numbers. Means if we don't know the value of any number, we use the symbols like A, B, C, X. Any variable you can use for a number whose value you don't know. So these values are varying. So that's why we call it variables. Variables are also called literals. This is the other name for the variables. The constants, the symbol which has a fixed value, like if you say 3, you say -1, 0, 2, -5/3. They all are constants. Why? Because they all have a specific value. Now let us discuss it with the help of an example. If you see, this is the formula for the circumference. That is, circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Circumference of the circle is equals to 2 pi r, where r is what? R is the radius of circle. Now, if you see carefully, 2 will remain 2 only and pi will remain pi only. Means these two values will remain as such. So 2 and pi, they are constants. Now, if you take the radius of the circle is 1 centimeter, the circumference will be 2 pi multiply 1, that is 2 pi. If you take radius is equal to 2 centimeter, then circumference will be 2 pi into 2, that is 4 pi. If you see carefully, as I am changing the value of r, I am getting the different value of C. means their values are getting varying. So R and C are the variables. Fine, students. So we can say in the formula of circumference, 2 is a constant, pi is a constant, R and C are the variables. Now let us discuss what is the power of literal. Literal means variable. If a literal is multiplied by itself repeatedly, that is called the power of literal. For example, here I am writing x multiply x. What is the power of x? 1. What is the power of x? 1. As you have already done in the chapter exponents, if the bases are same, in the case of multiplication, the powers get added. So, we get x raised to power 1 plus 1, that is 2. Now, this 2 is the power of literal. And what is the literal here? Yes, this is the literal. X is the literal here. That is the variable. We can also say that the index of this variable is 2. If you write x multiply x multiply x multiply x, how many times you are writing? 4 times. So what will be the index here? 4. Clear? Let us discuss what are algebraic expressions. First of all, let us discuss what are terms. When we combine the constants and the variables by multiplication and division, we get terms. For example, if you see here, 4 constant, x is variable. They both are combined with the symbol multiplication. So, this we can say is a term. Similarly, if you see minus 3 is a constant, y is a variable. Again, they both are combined by multiplication. So, this is also a term. Now, see, 5 is constant, x, y, they both are variables. So, this is also a term. Then, 2 is a constant, x and y, they both are variables. So, this is also a term. Now, students, what is an algebraic expression? Algebraic expression is a collection of constants and variables. They both are connected to each other by one operation or more than one operation. Now, what are these operations? These operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. For example, if you see here, 2x is a term. Y is also a term. If I combine these two terms with the addition symbol, so I will get an algebraic expression. So it is very clear that algebraic expression is a collection of constant and variables. There are so many examples you can write, like 3xy is also an algebraic expression. Minus 2 upon 5x plus y is also an algebraic expression. So if you see in this expression, minus 5xy minus 3x plus 2, there are how many terms? There are 3 terms. This is the first term, this is the second term, and this is the third term. In minus 5x square yz, if you see, there is only one term. This is also an algebraic expression. Why? Because this contains constant as well as variables. Now students, we will discuss how can we frame the algebraic expressions. Let us discuss some examples. The first example is sum of y and 9. Now, we have to frame the algebraic expression. The statement is given to you. Now, y is a variable, 9 is a constant. Now, we have to write their sum. Sum of y and 9 means y plus 9. Now this is an algebraic expression. Why? Because it is a combination or it is a collection of variables and constant. Next is 2 less than x. 2 less than x means x minus 2. 2 less than x is x minus 2. If I say x less than 2, then I will write 2 minus x. Clear? Now, next is y multiplied 5. Now, do it stepwise. Okay? Y multiplied by 5 means 5y. First of all, we get 5y. And subtract or reduced. Subtract or reduced means they have same meaning. Now, y multiplied by 5 means 5y. And subtract 9 from the product. Which product? The product of y and 5. Now the product of y and 5 is 5y, and we have to subtract 9 from it. So that's why we have written 5y minus 9. Next is twice the sum of z and minus 16. Now, listen carefully. Twice. We have to do the twice of what? Sum of z and minus 16. Now students, first of all, we will find the sum of z and minus 16. Okay? Sum of z and minus 16 is z plus minus 16. This is the sum of z and minus 16. What we get? Z minus 16. Now we have to find the twice of it. So that's why I have written here 2. Let us discuss sum of 3 consecutive odd integers if first integer is n. Now students, we have to frame an algebraic expression of sum of 3 consecutive odd integers, and they have already given to you that you have to take first integer is n. Okay. Now, first integer is n. And this is odd integer because we have to take only odd integer. Now, if first integer is n, so what will be the second and what will be the third integer? Now, listen very carefully. Think any odd integer in your mind. Suppose I am thinking about 1. Now, if 1 is in your mind, what will be the next odd integer? Yes, it will be 3. Now, if 3 is the odd integer, what will be next odd integer to 3? Yes, it will be 5. So, now we have 3 consecutive odd integers. Now, with the help of these, you will take these integers. Now, if n is 1, so what will be here? Now think, if 1 you are taking, 1, how much you will add in 1 to get 3? 2. So here I will also add 2. So it will become n plus 2. Now, here how 3 will become 5? Yes, again plus 2. So means I have to add here plus 2. So what will it form? N plus 4. So now we have to frame of these odd integers as their sum. So sum will be n plus 2 plus n plus 4. Clear? Now let us discuss what are types of algebraic expressions. The first is monomial. Monomial means one term. If any algebraic expression has only one term, it means that is called a monomial. For example, you can see here 7ab, only one term, minus 3a square b, only one term. So this is a monomial. So you can think so many examples in your mind. Now, next is binomial. Binomial means two terms. Like monomial having one term, binomial having two terms. So, for example, 5xy minus 2. Now these are two terms. This is one term, this is second term. Similarly, if you see here, this is also a binomial. This is one term and this is second term. Now students, what is trinomial? If any algebraic expression has 3 terms, then that expression is called trinomial. For example, this is the trinomial because having 3 terms. Now, let us discuss what are factors. Factors. Now students, consider any term. Like I am taking example of simple term, that is 5xy square. Now students, the quantity, any quantity, whether it is a constant, whether it is a variable, any quantity in this term is called the factor of this term. And keep this thing in your mind that any quantity can be repeated number of times. So, for example, in this term, what are the factors? 5, that is constant factor. X, that is variable factor or literal factor. Now, y has index 2 or y has power 2, means y is coming 2 times. So, I will also write y, comma y. So, means this is a constant factor. These 3 are literal factors. Clear, students? Now students, if there is no literal factor in algebraic expression, we call it a constant term. For example, 2. Now you can see here there is no variable, so we call it a constant term. And this term has factor 2. Clear? Now, let us start with the next topic, that is coefficient. The factor of a non-constant term is called the coefficient of the remaining factor of term. What is the coefficient of x? You have to find the coefficient of x. So leave x. And whatever the term will remain here, that will be your coefficient of x. So what is left? 3yz. So I will write here 3yz. Now, we have to find the coefficient of y. So, leave y here. I am writing it again. I have to leave y. So, what is left? 3xz. So, I will write 3xz. Now, what is the coefficient of z? Again, leave z. So what you get? 3xy. Clear, students? Let us discuss one more example. Let us consider a term minus 3 upon 5 ab square y. We have to find the coefficient of a. We have to find the coefficient of b square. Then we have to find the coefficient of AB. Now, again we will follow the same rule. We have to find the coefficient of A, so leave A. What we get? Minus 3 upon 5 B square Y. Now, we have to find the coefficient of B square, so leave B square. What you get? Minus 3 upon 5 AY. Minus 3 upon 5 ay. Now students, you have to find the coefficient of AB, and you will think there is no AB, there is AB square. So first of all, you have to write this term in the form of AB. Let's see how. Minus 3 upon 5 A. Now B square can be written as B into Y. Now you have to find the coefficient of AB. So leave AB. What you get? Yes, minus 3 upon 5 BY. Clear students? Now let us discuss what are like terms and unlike terms. Like terms. The terms having same literal coefficients. Literal coefficients, students. They are called like terms. For example, minus 3xy, 2yx, 5 upon 9xy. These all are like terms because they all contain same literal coefficients. Yx is also xy, we can say. There is no difference. Fine. Now, next is unlike terms. As we were saying, the like terms having same literal coefficients. So simply we can say the terms having different literal coefficients, they are unlike terms. For example, 5ab minus 2a square b. Any example you can take. Now, let us discuss the next topic, that is polynomial. Students, listen it very carefully. A polynomial is also an algebraic expression, but it can never contain negative exponents. For example, 5x square plus 2x. This is an algebraic expression, and this is also a polynomial. But students, if you see carefully, this is an algebraic expression, but it is not a polynomial. Why? Because in the definition I told you, it can never contain negative exponent. And you can see here, if I shift x in the numerator, how will I write? 2 upon 3 x square plus 9 upon 5 x raised to power minus 1. Now minus 1 means negative exponent, so it can never be a polynomial. So now let us discuss an example. Now here we have to identify whether these algebraic expressions is a polynomial or not. Let us start from first. First expression is x plus 3 upon x. Now this is an algebraic expression, but it is not a polynomial because the variable is having negative exponents. Because if we write it like this, x plus 3 x raised to power minus 1. So it is very clear that there is a negative exponent. So this will not be a polynomial. Now next, 3x minus 2 is an algebraic expression also and a polynomial, because there is a variable x having no negative exponent. Next is also a polynomial. Then D, 5 upon x. This is not a polynomial, again because the x is having negative exponent. Now 2 upon 9 contains no variable, so means this is a constant polynomial. Then 3 upon 5x, yes, this is also a polynomial. Now let us discuss how can we find the value of an algebraic expression if we know the value of variable. Let us discuss question. We have to find this expression if we know that the value of variable is -1. So you have to just put the value of x in this expression. X is equal to -1. -1 square plus 5 into -1 plus 2. Now -1 square is 1 plus minus minus 5 plus 2. So we get finally here -2. Next we have to find the value of this expression if x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So now put x is equal to 2 here and y is equal to 3 here. Similarly, x is 2 here and y is 3 here. So 12 plus 3 into 4 plus 15 minus 2. So on simplifying, the final answer is 37. Students, now I am giving you some homework. You have to do exercise 1 on page A6. Complete exercise you have to do in your maths register. Thank you, children.